Internet, let me tell you something. Welcome back to another episode of the Premium Pete Show. Sitting down, man, we sat down a bunch of times, but we sat down with the legend.
Definitely, man.
Combat Jack. We got to always pay our respect and, more importantly, send prayers and blessings up because, whenever I sit down with a guest that I already sat down with,
Definitely,
especially with Reggie, it gives me good vibes also
definitely.
To just spread that love.
Yeah, the feeling, definitely, man.
You know what I mean? And, the gentleman was here, has been on the show a couple of times, so he's, first time on the Premium Pete Show, but more importantly, even somebody who mentioned him in the wrap-up, man, who mentioned Combat Jack in the wrap-up,
Definitely.
Murda, Uncle Murda, motivational.
Definitely.
Underrated. Revolutionary.
Definitely.
Determined. And ambitious. Uncle Murda's in the building.
Yeah.
We out here.
Don't come outside.
You still running with those acronyms?
Of course, man. Definitely, man.
Internet, for internets who may not know what we just said, okay, Uncle Murda. So we're going to say Murda, M-U-R-D-A, Murda. Motivational, underrated, revolutionary, determined, and ambitious. That's Uncle Murda, Brooklyn Zone. Listen,
Definitely.
one thing, on my way here, I said to myself, damn, I'm so happy to see that Murda, Uncle Murda, just you yourself has transitioned.
Definitely.
Like all these years I think about, like, even listening back to other episodes and I think about like coming up to Jay, to then, to before, to now, to the wrap up, to 50, to just surrounding yourself in opportunities, Is that shit that you planned for or just kind of like went with it, and made your own?
Sometimes you just get put in certain situations, the way things play out, and just got to keep being ambitious, you know what I'm saying? And just stay working, man. So, like, the Jay situation, that was a blessing when it first happened and things didn't work out. Shout out to Chris Lighty.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He made that whole, situation happen. And then we went to Epic again with Chris Lighty. That was like my secret weapon at the time. You know what I'm saying? So just working how much he believed, then things didn't work out with Epic. Then you got to keep pounding, beating the streets up, making it work. When I'm doing a record with Future and Young and Made and start doing the whole wrap up things. And then before you know it now, I'm with 50 and we on tour with Janet Jackson.
Yep. I seen even international.
Definitely, man. So it's just work, man. You just got to stay working. And just, believe in yourself and know what the fuck you could do and what you bring to the table and what you bring to the game.
For sure. I always add value. I always tell people, too, it's like people want to surround themselves and people want the result, but you got to put the work in.
Definitely.
I'm sure 50 fucking likes you and fucks with you, but if he don't feel that, you're making your mark, you're making yourself. No, I always tell people because people
gotta make it easier for him, man.
Exactly. He knows that he's bringing a squad of people that do X, Y, and Z or have this amount. Even seeing you on the international tours, I was like, and I don't even know where they were. I always pronounce shit wrong. Latvia and all these other,
all over.
Germany
Australia,
and Warsaw,
New Zealand, London, France, all types of places.
Passport stamps getting very colorful.
Passport gang. That's my nigga Yayo slogan. Passport gang.
It's funny. I got to get Yayo on here because me and him. I was away when he was in Rikers. I was in Rikers.
Well, look at
when
that.
He went up to Shock, I went up to Shock, but I got kicked out. I made my way back. He was in the Wolverines. I never forget. Wolverines was called the Push-Up Kings. This was like the military shock program, and I was waiting to get into. So I got into the when he left. That's the platoon that I got into.
Look at that
to get in because I got kicked out and then had to do some time around here and then made my way back.
You was acting up, man.
I mean, listen, I'm the only dude that will go and have a nonviolent felony. You know what I mean? Get a chance for Shock to come home in 6 months and come home in 3 years. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I know it'd be like that though.
But we made it work. But yeah, when I really think about, first of all, let's go over a bunch of things. Let's bring it back. When you think about the wrap up and you think about Skillz and I remember when he created that and I was like, wow, this shit is beautiful. And I'm being dead honest. I was
definitely.
And then I remember when you came along with it, I was like, wow, I'm not even mad at this. And then I got so used to it where I wanted to hear you know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
And have you, I don't know if you speak to him or you cool with him or he's happy with it or, I don't know. Is he mad at it? No, I'm just being honest. I didn't no disrespect to him, you know? Dude did his thing and you did your thing.
I don't think he liked me too much.
Okay.
He felt like I took his thing. You know?
I mean, there's Nike, there's Adidas.
Yeah, he felt like I was a little disrespectful as well. So I don't think he don't really fuck with me too much. But it's all good. Yeah. I don't fuck with him neither.
So. Well, let's break it down for people who listening that know Uncle Murda and the people who don't. What does it take? Because I know that shit must take a lot of thought process,
Definitely.
a lot of to do a wrap up. You know what I mean? Because I know you try to get everything in there, and then more importantly, you try to the ad libs are insane always. Yo, you need to do a voice. We need to get him on voiceovers, man. Voiceovers, okay? But anyway,
let's work on that, Jen. Get some voiceovers going.
How long does it take to gather a wrap up?
I start scheming on it around Thanksgiving. I hit my man up and I tell him like, yo, send me over, my man Reem. I tell him to send me over everything that stood out this year and things of that nature that happened. But then I also go on Instagram, like, yo, what's up? What y'all want me to talk about? And then, it's things I just remember as well. Then I probably start locking in. Probably like, I get the beat. Probably start locking in around the second week of December. I start, all right, cool. Figuring out the beat. And then start figuring out who going under the bus. Courtesy of what the people want to hear.
Or who's getting some love.
Or getting some love. And then, a shout out or just, just talk about shit that really kind of happened and things of that nature.
And what about, like, because it's funny, your skill set is so, I mean, from being an MC, but more importantly, you're an entertainer. And for you to, like, put your skill set and your words together, but then also back it up with, like, what makes it go, like, what's the process of that? Yeah, because you may be like, yo, I'm not going to that store anymore. Fuck them. You know what I mean? It's like,
you know what I like it too is like, you come outside, if you live in the projects, right? You sit on the bench and the homies come on the bench and y'all just shooting the shit and y'all just cracking like, yo, you seen what Son did yesterday on Instagram? Ha. That's how I listen to it. That's how I process it when I listen to it,
I try to like the I like the like the detail. I like to try to paint a picture. So like when you listen to me, I want you to kind of like see what I'm talking about, as well as hearing it, but I want you to be able to like kind of see it. So that even comes from when I even do the ad-libs, the hype tracks, it's kind of like me in third person. So it's like me reacting to the shit I said. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a genuine conversation, a general conversation that we just kicking it, and somebody hear you say some funny shit like let me see, like what I want to say. Like you just, hey, fucking, I'm mad at Kanye. I think he promoting God just because his new album coming out. And then, nigga like, word, man, he ain't even write that Jesus Walk record. Ask J. Cole. One of your homies in the back be like, word, man, Rhyme Fest did. And so I just try to put all those elements all into one when I just come up with the music and, just entertain motherfuckers.
Absolutely. I mean, people look forward to it. Like, that's not something I'm just saying. You're a real dude. And I think people look forward to hearing. It's almost like it's like a end of the year newspaper.
Definitely
Obviously, it's a recap. But
T.I. FaceTime, my man Five had T.I. FaceTime the other day. Like, yo, man, this wrap up shit is becoming like it's like a tradition now. It's like part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I wanted to try to stop a couple years ago because when I started seeing how much pressure, like people really wanted this shit. Like, it don't matter what I try to promote on the gram or just people like, yo, what's up? The wrap up coming, I said, God damn, as soon as November hit, people on my neck about this wrap up shit.
Where the fucking wrap up?
Exactly. Where the wrap up? Where the wrap ups? I'm like, you know what? I see some people really, really enjoy and they want. So I'm
Now here's the problem. Uncle Murda goes over. Shout outs. Rest in peace. Sometimes I gotta throw a shot. Brooklyn shit. But then on the other side is people. You've been doing this for a couple of years. I'm sure people, I mean, I'm not only bringing up about K. Michelle,
definitely,
but I'm sure there's other people. Has anybody ever said, "Yo, Murda, what's up? I didn't know you had a problem with me"? Because you may. There's one of your famous lines is like, "Fuck them, though."
I don't have a problem with them. It don't be like I really have a problem with them. I'm just be speaking on some shit that happened that the Shade Room might have put up, or that people want to talk about, and I'm just like. I don't, it's just, I'm just here to entertain the people.
Sure, of course.
I'm here to have fun with it, man. And, I know I might be the guy that say what a lot of people want to say, but they scared to say they don't want to fuck up a relationship or things of that nature. But it's shit you want to really say and shit you want to hear. So I just try to bring that part of the game. Like, all right, cool. Like, this motherfucker really don't kill. He said exactly what the fuck I was thinking.
Like the little Reese line.
Yeah, I try to be that voice in some people's head, man.
I know he caught feelings or whatever, but see, that's the thing. Like, you got to understand the culture of the
rap up.
Like,
me,
like even if that was a real thing, a lot of people feel like that. Like, all right, damn, homie, that's fucked up. But you don't got to. We wasn't really
checking for you anyway.
We only know them when they do dumb shit.
And shout out to Lil Reese, man. But
right.
I ain't got a problem with him. I know he said a couple things about me. You know, he ain't feeling me. I know what I said might have been a little harsh. But, that was just me speaking my mind, man. And at the end of the day, I'm happy he okay. I'm glad the nigga alive. That was the bottom line.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you've been around for a minute now, Murda. And transitioning, doing your thing, traveling, touring, making music, creating new things. Like, honestly, like I said, I'm proud, like I told you in the beginning. Having said that, people, in the same time, when you think about it, people, when they hear this type of stuff and they get angry and they get upset, right? And I think we live in a era now where it's like people are very emotional. Like, people can't take a joke. You know what I mean? People can't take entertainment. And I mean, I personally never seen it. And I'm sure you see some of these people putting guns. Like, there's people literally putting guns on, like, yo, I'm about to rob the bank. You see me out here, woo, woo, woo. You know what I mean?
Different time.
And I'm like, and then be like upset they got caught. So the point I'm making is, like, people, they get a record like that, they hear that, even people that aren't happy, all of a sudden, like, they want to pop off or something like that. We look at it like beef has always been a thing. Whether it's not only hip hop,
definitely.
But we look at Brooklyn. Even when we look at Brooklyn, what's going on right now? You look at, like, the supposedly, allegedly Pop Smoke casting up, like, Brooklyn. We need to stay together.
Definitely.
More importantly, like, this.
Shout out to both of them guys, man. They got some good people around them.
Yeah, I hope that gets
figure it out and don't get too crazy.
Because what's crazy too, like, when we speak about, we went over your journey before, and think about how you grew up and in the streets at a young age. Mom passed away, rest in peace, at a young age.
Definitely.
Grandma, rest in peace, but bless her soul, she raised you. I remember the whole story, and
definitely, Pete.
You look at it now, like, the rap game, the music business, the entertainment may be slow money, but it's sure money. And a lot of people don't transition as easy. And I look at you as, like, people should be looking at you as an inspiration.
Nah, definitely, because it wasn't easy, man. And shit you go through, and it's so easy to say, like, fuck this shit when you're going through certain things, because it's like it might not be paying off the way you wanted to, or you ain't think you was gonna get. You ain't think. When you come from a certain place, man, and you grow up without a moms and no pops and things of that nature. There's only one way you see things sometimes. Definitely when you in the hood, you banging and you hustling, and you be thinking, like, this is it. Like, I'm gonna either end up in jail soon or get killed on these streets. So just to stay focused and keep even going with this music shit, then even after you make it a little bit of music and then things don't go your way, it's easy to get, like, stressed. Like, oh man, damn, the deal ain't work with Jay-Z like that. He wound up leaving Def Jam. So I was just like,
you could have gave up at that time.
Like, damn, Chris, what we gonna do now? Then after that, my grandma's passed away a little bit shortly after that. So that had me stressed. And my right hand man, Brown, got knocked. And that was my motivation with the music. Me and him, we was partners. And then, you do the music for your family, kind of. When you start out doing this shit, you want to do things so you could do this for your family. And you start looking around like, damn, people ain't even here like that no more that you really wanted to do things for. So that becomes stressful and kills your motivation sometimes as well, man. But, that's why I love my kids. So you need other things to motivate you sometimes to go, okay, cool, let's turn up, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? To make you get back into it. Even one of my little brothers is rapping heavy right now. I got him all over the project. Q Benz.
Okay.
He done did records with me and Don Q. He on the record with me.
He on the new joint,
Butcher, me and Derez Deshawn. So it's things like that. Sometimes it'd be funny where you find the motivation to just keep going and do things. You know what I mean? Yeah,
kids always get that. I feel like they give you a reason. They give you some fire. They make you look at life through a different lens.
Definitely. But when you grow up so fast, sometimes you be feeling like you're a kid yourself.
Yeah.
But then, you grow up a little bit, you start realizing, like, hold up, man, now I got to start doing things for my kids, start realizing I'm a little older now, man. So, nah, definitely, man.
Yeah, one thing, too, is like, I'm glad to be out of the street, but one thing I wish that people would learn, slow money, like I always say, it's short money, but even like, I remember like kids hustling. I give you an example. I remember kids hustling, and I'm like, yo, you can't hustle forever. Mm-hmm. So take some of that money and do something with it. A couple of kids bought Snapple routes or bread routes, like shit that you could turn into a real business. So
definitely.
So and I had a couple of homies where it's like I would tell them, but you're not gonna sell drugs for 30 years and retire. You know what I mean? This shit is
not gonna happen.
Especially there's too many people upset. And then that's what happens when they start ratting. But anyway, the point I'm making is like teaching the hood. The hood could be the biggest entrepreneurship and classes in the game. I used to tell people when I was away, and I was always into sneakers. I came home and I was involved in sneaker stores and stuff. I tell them like, if you could sell drugs, you could sell sneakers.
Definitely.
If you could sell drugs, you could sell you could get in retail and sell things. You know what I mean? Because you're good. You could. Jay-Z says you could sell what?
Water to a well.
Water to a well. I mean, come on. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But another thing about murder is, and that, again, I'm happy of, and I know the world, is that I feel like when people could think about what's Murda been up to or where he's been, comes back with something.
Definitely.
Comes back with a hit. Comes back with a radio hit, more importantly.
Definitely.
Now, do you, you obviously get better and better at it, but like, is this something that you plan for to be radio hits, or they just happen?
I scheme on making radio records that I feel like, okay, I think the people gonna fuck with this, or the DJ should be able to rock with this. I do that. Like, shout out to Future. Definitely when he gave me that alley-oop with that record, I knew that was gonna work.
That was a big one.
Like one of my comeback trails. Like, and right before that, I had a record, Real Niggas Back, with Young Greatness too. Rest in peace to Young Greatness. That was shaking the streets up. Then I had the record with Young and May. That
was crazy. Yeah.
That song was ringing.
Yeah, definitely, man. And then we had
keep on going.
Cameron Boys.
Yep.
Actually got Cam to jump on the remix. That was super dope, man. Shout out to my guy Nuke, Free Nuke. He had put together. Yeah, that was dope.
What about when we came with that?
Yeah, it came with the woo 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 joint with Rocco. Shout out to my guy Rocco. We had that one. We had the Warning shit as well. That's I actually got Mariah Carey on the remix. That was super dope right there, man. Then me and 50 had the On and On with Jeremiah. Yeah. Then we had to Get the Strap, me, Fifth, Casanova, and Master Splinter.
Big. That was big.
Definitely. Word.
That was big. So let's take us, we'll bounce around, but think about it, you start off with Jay. Chris Lighty is sort of not only your manager, but your mentor.
Definitely.
Rest in peace. I mean, he's been so many people's mentor. It's amazing.
Definitely.
And then you're moving around and, Epic and this, and then you think about it, you speak almost to today where you're in the crew and moving around and respected and making music and making money with 50, who is, to me, not only a crazy motherfucker, an entrepreneur, it's so funny. He put up him and French going through this shit. He put up the clip of when I had Pistol Pete on here from Terror Squad.
I think I see that.
I had Pistol Pete up on here, and
he was talking.
Yeah. He said that he tucked French in. I don't know where 50 finds these things, and he found.
Yeah, 50 be on.
He found the shit. He found the clip, but take us through even how like that happened. You know what I mean? Like how you moved on over, and this transition to your life.
Shout out to my guy Renee, man.
That's a good dude, man.
Renee he been supporting me and showing me love for the longest, and he had even got 50 to get on the Warning record I had that we had with me, Jeezy, and Mariah Carey. Renee, I hooked it up like, yo, nah, man, I see what you're doing with the record. Holla at Fifth, whoop-de-whoop. So he made that happen, but Renee just seen what we was doing. Me and my guy White, shout out to White. He seen what we was just doing. We was just running around, getting records on the radio, just running around, grinding, doing what we doing. And Renee was like, yo, man, I think you and Fifth need to sit down, like Fifth watching what you're doing as well. Like, yo, man, I think we could put some things together and make it work. And we actually had a meeting at a couple labels at the time too. And Fifth seen me posted on the gram like I was with a label. He was like, nigga, stop playing. I'm watching you, nigga. Come holler. You know what I'm saying? So I hit Renee like, yo, set the meeting up. Let's go. Went up there. We kicked it. vibe was 100%. Everything was like just good, man. Just good vibes, good talks. And I'm like, you know what? This makes sense. Let's get it. And then we just, been rocking ever since, man, working.
And he told you about the international tour was on the table? Or
Definitely, nah. He just knew he could put me in different places that these labels probably ain't gonna do right now, you know.
Yeah.
And still, I got to work too. It's not like,
of course.
If you work in murder, I could accommodate you.
Sure. She can help. Yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But at that time when you signed, you didn't know about the tour, right?
Definitely didn't know about all these good old tours, baby.
And especially you being with him too, so you'll live in that luxury. I mean, there was PJs there, private jets.
Definitely.
Right now.
Oh my God.
Yo, let me ask you something honestly.
Crazy, they just reached out to me now to do my own little show in London. So I definitely got to pay homage to Fifth. You know what I'm saying? For that, man. Definitely.
Yo, break it down for somebody. I've seen some successes, but not like certain successes like that. Money, crazy thing. But here's my point. You from Brooklyn, I'm from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
I know you for multiple years. How does that feel from being a Brooklyn kid, being in the hood, being in the projects, East New York, to being on a private jet? Like, there's got to be some things that people, like, to me, I always say, it's corny when you're younger, but the little things in life mean the most.
Nah, definitely. You know, it's crazy. I always let Fifth know, too. He be like, yo, I appreciate that, man. A lot of people don't say that. After everything we do, I always just let him know, yo, I know I might sound a little corny when I say my nigga, but yo, thank you. I appreciate everything. He be like, yo, nah, it's all good. But them experiences is just dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never imagined to really be doing that. You know, you don't see that far. Like I said, when you grow up a certain way, living a certain type of lifestyle, you don't think it's going to actually get there, or you're going to be actually traveling around the world in private jets, and people in other countries know your music and they sending you videos of them spitting your record while you in the crowd, while they're in the crowd and you performing and shit. So I just thought it was like, it was dope, man. It was like, to like really be just on private jets and performing in all these other countries and people knowing what the fuck is up. It's dope. It goes to show like hard work pays off, and there's still more to do. Like,
Absolutely.
That's cool, but there's so much more to do and get right, man. We got to keep going. It ain't over.
Absolutely. People want to be successful. That's one of the biggest things they want, but they don't realize it takes more to stay successful.
Definitely.
You know, you don't want to just be successful for what? For the moment, for the year. You got to stay successful.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do people say when they see you? Like, you know, like murder, or they say, like, what is a lot of these international spots or people, what are they saying?
Nah, they actually be just showing love, letting me know that they fuck with me. You know, really when you're overseas, they just kind of saying the name of your song. Like, Get the Strap was good for overseas. Shit like Hit Different. Like, we was out there. I was doing Hit Different. That was dope just to seeing the people in tune. You know, it was dope when we went to Saudi Arabia. How you had people out there like, yo, we waiting for the wrap up. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So that was like just super dope, man. Like, it's just so like they fuck with the music. And, you know, I notice how big social media is. It really connects you with the world. Like, you know what I mean? So it's big. So I appreciate social media for that, like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you also got to work it. I think it hit different. You worked it. I seen all these fucking things, people
all the
crashing.
memes and all that shit. Yeah, they was loving that. Definitely.
You know, like
definitely.
how it hit different.
Definitely. Hell yeah.
Now, how does something like that come up and hit different?
When you hear the lingo, you know the lingo where people are saying things of that nature, it's just, you know, it's conversation. So
you in the studio? Or?
Yeah, we was in the studio. Then had the beat. Shout out to my boy Great John. And we was just there scheming like, damn, I like this beat. I want to come up with something catchy to this. You know what I'm saying? And then we just came up with the Hit Different phrase. It was me in the studio, Great John, shout out to Aviator Keys, and my brother Q Benz. We was all in the studio and kind of they was just throwing ideas out like, yo, what a sound, then what lingo, what we could play off, And like, Hit Different. I'm like, got it. Say no more. And just played off that whole little shit, them words.
Hey, listen, man, you know, when you think about things that happen in the studio or things that are just thoughts in your head that are able to process, like I think about from a radio, even hearing that beat is sick. Because when I hear like, you know, it hit different, you know?
Definitely.
And it puts something in your mind. But, you know, most people, like, if you think about it, you have stayed the same through all these years. You transitioned, but you stayed the same.
Definitely.
You know, you have never, like, it's crazy because there's a lot of, like, rap has changed, but some people haven't. You know, you think about it, like, you know, you never been, you know, but I'm sure labels are like, you know, looking at all these newer things or social media.
Of course.
That has never made you ever try to like think of like to be different, because you never stay, you know what I'm saying? You always stay the same, but it has ever like crossed your mind like, damn, this is a tough game.
Nah, the most I say, what I've been doing a lot more is just being more comfortable with trying a little different things when it comes to the music. Like, always stay in my lane. Content always stay the same. But even from like doing records with Future and things of that nature, and Tory Lanez, I just try to like, let me play around with the flows.
Sure.
I seen Meek posted something the other day like, yeah, I'm using auto-tune. Fuck that. I ain't gonna let these young boys outwork me. I gotta stay in the loop, or something to that effect. So it's just like that. You know, when you competitive, and I'm a competitive person, you want to stay in the loop. You want to stay relevant. Stick to what you're doing. Like, oh, okay, y'all young niggas is doing this, or this what y'all liking out there, or this what y'all fucking with, or I could fuck with that too. Like, I'm versatile enough to do this, to do that. And you know, it's crazy. I used to be the guy that criticized that. Like, I remember I was like, no auto-tune, fuck that, and all that shit. I'm like, oh man, it's crazy how I used to be shitting on certain shit or saying certain things. But then when you're just in the creative space, you find yourself trying different things and then going, oh shit, all right, I like this right here. Okay, I can fuck with this a little bit.
I wonder if that's a New York thing. I mean, I wouldn't know because I didn't live anywhere outside of New York. But I always feel like a lot of us New York dudes are stubborn and closed-minded to things. And then all of a sudden, like, even my daughter, like, you know, my daughter raised by me. But I remember one time she was talking about Starbucks or something. Or some shit. I was trying to turn her on to something. She's like, I don't mess with that. Like, it just closed me down. My style. Like, I don't mess with it. Now, all of a sudden, every day,
she need that Starbucks.
Definitely. This refresher, whatever, some shit that she be getting. But, like, I was trying to tell her, like, yo, you should mess with it. Nah. And then I'm like, you know, but it's like, you know, it's crazy, too, because I feel like sometimes growing up, I took a lot of advice from kids around my neighborhood that ain't even been off the block.
Definitely no. That's what
motherfuckers that know everything, but they haven't been anywhere.
That's what most of us did as growing up, man. That's the shit. A lot of kids doing that still to this day, man. That's how it be.
Yeah, you know, when you talk about Future, like, how did that even happen for people listening? Maybe that just listening now that just came across Uncle Murda. Like, how does something like that even happen? It
was just a mutual respect and just fucking with what each other was doing. I remember I ran into him in Atlanta at the BET Awards. Now he's backstage. I remember I seen him. He was like, yo, shit, Murda, right? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He was like, yo, man, I fuck with your shit, man. I be in New York a lot, man. I be hearing them go crazy on your shit on the radio. Like, we got to get it in. I'm like, all right, nah, say no more, my nigga love. We exchanged numbers, but we ain't never get to link up. We always just, you know, it just ain't happened at that time. But then I happened to be in L.A., and he was in the studio, and I actually was leaving one studio, and then I actually ran into him in the parking lot. He like, oh shit, Murda, what's up, nigga? Fuck you doing out here? He like, yo, I got a session. What you doing? Let's go get some work in. So I'm like, all right, let's go, nigga. And he was on like fuego, like, you know what I mean, at this time. So he like, yo, let's get it in. Metro Boomin was in the studio. Damn. Shout out to Metro. Yeah, and we just cranked up that record, man. I'm like, oh shit, we out of here, baby. So definitely shout out to Future and Metro Boomin for that, man. That's where the whole phrase came up from too. If Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first night we did that and all that. So yeah.
You know, it's dope that happens, because most of the time in rap, people say like, yo, let's link up, let's get some work. You know what I mean?
And it just be industry talking, hip hop talking. Now that's why, you know, salute the Future. He definitely kept it 1,000. Like, yo, then even after we did the record, you know, he hit me like, yo, let's get the video done. Mm-hmm. Set everything up. Let me know when you need me to come to New York, and let's just get it done. Let's do it. Don't even overthink it. Or how that E. Rivera, and got the video done. He pulled up, like you said, definitely was a man of his word, and it was like, go. Word, got the video done and was rocking.
Nice. Shouts to Future.
Definitely, man. Salute to my guy.
Now, what about Young M.A.? You know, there's been a lot of things you've done with her, but a lot of love. And I feel like, shouts to Drew Ha. You know, I know he's around her, and I've been wanting to have her on for a while, but, you know, I got a lot of respect for her. But I feel like, correct me if she's nasty with the bars. I mean, she's talented.
Yeah, made the truth, man. Yeah, no.
But I feel like
dope.
she's like she still needs another layer. Like I want to see her blow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I think she good, man. I think I think Young M.A. is successful, and I think she's definitely happy and comfortable with what she's doing. I think she's comfortable with the decisions that she's made. And I know, that's family right there. I ain't gonna front, man. We did the Thought record. That was another like record that was moving for me, man. She had hollered at me to jump on the remix to the Ooh shit, me and Kiss and all that, Fifth. I think Young M.A. is good, man. I think she got, the new project she just put out right now. Her story is moving out there. Mm-hmm. I think she good.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Position, maybe people want to go at that. I guess we want to see.
So probably, people want to see her with the majors, but I think, everybody got to make.
She got a little time.
Yeah, everybody make the decisions that's best for them. And I think she's happy with the decisions she's made. You know what I mean?
Going back to Chris Lighty, right? At that time when it was like, when from the outside looking in, it's like, damn. Murda about to, like, he got the George Steinbrenner rap, basically, right?
Facts.
But when he passed away, did you feel like just closing shot?
Oh,
like, fuck it.
I was super stressed.
Because you would, I would think from outside of perspective,
that was my go-to guy. You know what it was?
Chris with this industry, let me just add this one more thing. Like, you know how the industry shit is, right? Chris gone. Who else is going to have the same energy? That's,
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? For you.
And I felt like that, too, because, with Chris, things was a lot easier. I start my trouble. Yeah. I pop a bunch of shit. And, get into all types of shit. And Chris just made things so easy. Yeah. He cleaned it up like, don't worry. You know what Chris' favorite line was when we went to a label?
What's that?
Like, don't worry about Murda. All the problems he got, you know what I mean? They're going to come shoot my office up. Y'all don't have to worry about none of that shit. You know what I mean? So he made them feel comfortable. Like
Chris
that.
Knew what it was.
Yeah, but he's like, don't worry, my office will be the one to get shot up, not y'all shit. Don't worry about it, y'all good. So like, Chris was just the go-to guy, man. So yeah, definitely after after his passing, the nigga was just stressed the fuck out. He was like, damn, I ain't got my my inside plug
advocate,
more, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was definitely stressed. Shout out to guys like Busta at that time too, because Busta knew how hard Chris was like riding for me. So Busta made sure he was always like at that time just, yo, what's up, bro? You good? On some hard shit, yo, what up? I'm here, yo. We over here. Just always letting me know, like, yo, you still connected, bro. Like, you good. You know what I'm saying? So
that's dope.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Busta for that, man. But yeah, losing Chris was definitely a blow. Definitely stood down for a while because we was with Epic at that time. And after, Chris passing, they ain't really want to, it was like, the gift and the curse with Chris Lighty was when you dealt with Chris, we walked straight in. Like when we was with Def Jam with Jay-Z, we didn't really meet nobody else in the building. It was always us going straight to the back to go fuck with Jay. Always. So when Jay left, that people, they was feeling the way a little bit up there at the time. Like, not happy with him leaving. And it was like, Jay signed that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really rock with nobody else in the building anyway at the time. So it was so much funny business. I'm like, yo, Chris, let's just get a fucking release. He wanted us to stay, but my guy Hood was like, man, fuck that. Let's get the fuck out of here. Like, they not, really responding to us like that. So we had got a release from there. Then even with Epic, it was like, after the whole Chris Lighty situation, because even there, we'll walk straight, talk to the main people, do what we got to do, whoop-de-whoop. And after the Chris Lighty passing, Epic was looking like, that was more of a Chris Lighty thing while Murda was over here. So it was the kind of same situation. It was like, man, let's just get out this situation and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I get it. They probably didn't know how to deal with an Uncle Murda, or even how to just kick it with a nigga like that. Or,
yeah, I remember at one point in time you were changing your name. Was that Chris Lighty?
Yeah. Chris was always telling me,
the
like,
Lenny Grant story.
Try, but
Uncle M.
No, it was Uncle M.
At that time, I was like, get that shit out of here, man. I hated that shit. You know what I mean? That was hard. But then I tried to do UM and all that bullshit.
Oh, man. Actually, there was a show. I remember, like, there was a show you when last time, like, when we sat with Combat. I remember there was like you had a show coming up, and I remember later on. I remember like the outside said Uncle M or UM.
Yeah, people was not. Like, what the fuck is your name, man? Like, I'm like, nah, man, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? So then I went to Lenny Grant. I like Lenny Grant because that's my real fucking name.
Sounds like a G.
But I can't get away from Uncle Murda still for some reason. It's still like, nah, that's Murda, man. Well, and then when you got Cardi B shouting me out on Instagram, like, yo, Uncle Murda's one of them. I'm like, fuck it, let's stick with Uncle Murda.
There we go.
Damn it.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna stay with it. Have you seen Jay over the years, like, you know, recently?
I ain't see Jay in a few years. Last time I saw Jay was actually at they was doing something at the 4040 out here. And he was like, yeah, damn, nigga, you still talking your shit. I see you out there, nigga. That's what's up. That was the last time. Probably was about like 5 years ago or something like that.
You need to get invited to these Rock Nation brunch so you can get more rap ups.
I don't get invited to the brunches or something. Oh, I ain't never take no shots. Invite me to the brunch, baby.
I mean, look, what I'm saying? Part of your wrap up would probably be from things from the brunch.
Definitely, man. Yeah, you know, it'd be a lot going on over there, man. They're probably like, nah, keep Murda out here.
Yo, Murda's not only a rapper, MC, he's also a media guy there because he's calculating the journalism for the rapper.
Definitely, man. See, I was just on MSNBC and all.
Yeah. What's this guy?
Ari Bowman.
Yeah, I like that dude, man.
Definitely, man. King he definitely he get it. He get it. He rock with the culture.
See, that's something that I feel like, you know, I'm glad that we have now, but it's always been needed, like the transition.
Definitely.
And that's what keeps you, like, when I talk about, like, you know, all the things you've been able to do, it's not easy for people to recreate that.
Nah, definitely.
And to have outlets like that could be, because everybody's going to go here, and it's great that we have all these outlets. But it's good that you're able to transition and change it up a little bit.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Might see Murda on MSNBC. Might see Murda on ESPN.
Shit.
Murda on tour with Janet Jackson and shit like that. So, you know, I try to switch it up a little bit, man.
Now, what about the diet? You you on the road? You in overseas? Like, what's going on?
You know, I'm what they call it, a pescatarian.
Oh, fish?
I don't eat no chicken and none of that other shit. No.
Branzino, sea bass.
I try to
salmon.
keep it with the whole. You know, I might go full vegan in a minute, but I'm trying to see.
I mean, look,
you got to document that though. You just can't just go. We got the culture got to see the transition.
Yeah.
Like,
man, this nigga cheating like a motherfucker, man.
How about this? Before you became a pescatarian, you know, and you obviously been around a minute, moving around, eating. What would you say for people listening, even outside of New York, or even like people listening who come here? What would you say is a must go to lunch spots? Even though I know you're not eating like some meats and stuff like that, but back, you know, what are some of
my favorite spots be July. You know what I mean? You got the Brooklyn chop houses and things of that nature. That's where I like to like. You know.
Brooklyn chop house. Let me tell you something. Their dumplings. I went there with Carl Banks, played for the Giants. He's a good dude. Man, I couldn't believe it. Some of them dumplings, they had a pastrami dumpling with mustard on the side.
Bacon cheeseburger, bacon cheeseburger dumpling.
The lamb one with the tzatziki, whatever the white.
They got some good treats over there for the people, man.
Now, what about East New York? Anything in there that you letting people know to go visit? Pizza shops, delis, chopped cheese, nothing.
I mean, that's kind of where a lot of shootouts took place. So I wouldn't really, I never really was like eating in East New York like that as far as dining. Like most of my memories in East New York is just about banging.
Yeah.
It ain't about good places to really eat in East New York. I'm not sure we might have some, but it's not probably popular.
Well, you know, I mean, you don't want to hear.
You don't want to
unless you got the bulletproof vest on. We're not trying to tell Connie.
There's too many people that don't like each other. That's just in East New York to be sitting down, eating, enjoying yourself, talking about this to go to restaurant.
Yeah, you're over here getting a beef patty, get that wig top.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know, when we think about all these years already, how many has it been? 2012, 12, 14.
Yeah, years? I got some. I put my time in, man. I got my time.
Let's say 15 years.
Definitely. I can't. Yeah. I was with Ruff Ryders too, man. Shout out to Ruff Ryders. That's where I got my original start with.
Let's say that, you know, can you think of, and it's not one, but can you think like, you know, again, I want you to think of the mindset with the PJ, from the projects to the PJ. What has been some of your memorable moments over the years? You know, have anyone stuck out to you? Because I'm going to tell you why. Most people, we live. You never take the moments to celebrate the wins.
I embraced a lot of opportunities, man. Like even from the beginning of my career, when I was just when I first met Ruff Ryders, I was on a run from allegedly shooting somebody at the time.
Alleged.
And alleged guys always say shit like that, I guess. No, I was on the run for allegedly shooting somebody, and I never forget, I'm with my uncle and we listening to the radio and I hear the Locks up there. I'm like, yo, damn. I'm like, yo, man, Ruff Ryders at High 97. They was on Flex, so I'm like, yo, we need to go up there. I'm like, I need to spit for them niggas, man. They gotta feel my pain. All the shit I've been through. I'm like, yo, man, they gotta feel me. Let's go to High 97. So we rushed up there. And caught them coming out. Caught D, Styles P, and Kissing them coming out. Chic. So I just start spitting right there. I'm like, yo, man, my name is Murda. I just want to spit for y'all. You know what I mean? Like, just want to get some shit off my chest. I know y'all gonna feel it. Y'all the streets. They're like, go ahead, spit. Spit. Styles P just snatched me up like, oh, shit, yo, D, this nigga the truth. I'm fucking with him. D was like, yo, man, what you doing? Come on, get in the van. I got in the van. Kiss was there at that time. I think something was wrong with his leg. I know he had crutches or some shit. Kiss was there like, yo, he the truth, bro. And we spit like, all right, they fucking with a nigga. We just went in the van and we was just like riding around and seeing other young motherfuckers battling all that shit at the time. And D just embraced me. So for me to even be like getting embraced by Styles P and Kiss and Chic and them, these is guys that I'm like listening to while I'm banging, I'm going through my shit. So for them to be feeling me, like, that was just dope. And then, you know, D had me with him for like a couple years, just being in the studio, watching the DMX's work and watching Eve do her thing and all that shit. Like, those are just memories to me and like shit I appreciate it. But then even when, you know, things didn't work out over there like that, you know, everybody just, you know, start doing their own thing and shit like that. Always maintain a relationship. That's family. Like, D, my brother. So then, even after that, moving on to eventually going and work with Jay-Z, it was like, shit.
How did that even, I mean, I'm sure it's been out there, but how did people listen to that? How did that even happen?
I mean, you know, I was rocking with Green Lantern too. Shout out to Green Lantern. He was definitely putting in pain on these projects that we was doing at the time. He had a good relationship with Jay-Z. You know, Chris Lighty and Jay-Z spoke and things of that nature. It was actually the first time they actually did some business. And so when we got that whole opportunity to even go play some music for Jay, Green was like, yo, Chris and Green on it together. To actually put that whole thing together and to play music for Jay-Z. And to see that he was feeling my shit, it was like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
He was nodding his head?
Nigga. Nodding his head. And after the music was done, he just looked at Green and Chris like, yo, let's do the deal. Let's get the lawyers on the table. Let's do the deal. I'm like, oh.
Yo, the way you made your face was exactly how
was
he
like,
would do that.
All right, the serious whole fucking with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So those opportunities like that, you embrace it. Then him calling me to the studio one day, like, yo, what's up? Pull up at the studio. It was like probably a couple weeks after the deal. Got your money? Everything cleared? Y'all good? All right, cool. Yo, Fab sent me over a record called Brooklyn. Yeah, I'm about to put my verse on it. You got to put a verse on it. Let's go. Like, so I even, you know, things like that is like, you know, dope memories and shit like that to me. And shit, you know, even the first time me and Chris Lighty, man, I appreciate all my shit because I'll never forget. I'm just in his office walking around on some like fucking with Mike Lighty, my guy, Cut Master C. I'm just in there, we hooliganed up, me and a couple of my men, we strapped, we just walking around talking about we shooters in his office. Yeah, we shoot, we telling everybody that work there, so yeah, we the shooters up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we trying to meet Chris, man. Where Chris at? We the shooters. Mike like, yo, y'all niggas is wild. We like, we the fucking shooters. So Chris finally come walking out of the room like, yo, man, so you shooters? I'm like, oh yeah. He said, oh, so you up here to tell people you shooters? I mean, what y'all up here for? I'm like, oh, nah. Oh, pardon me. Yo, we got music. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I got some shit, but I'm just letting you know, Chris, niggas ain't playing. You know what I mean? We on like, you know, you young, you talking all crazy and shit. Chris, we do anything, nigga. We shooting up. It don't even matter. Nigga, what's up? He like, yo, all right, let me just hear the music, man. If the music is hot, I'll give you a call. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, cool. Because he heard the music, he called the next day like, yo, come back up here. I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? So that whole experience, you know, was just dope, man. And even from me listening to Angie Martinez on the radio and she with Mariah Carey, and Mariah Carey saying her favorite record and artist out right now at the time was me, Uncle Murda, Bullet. It was like, what the fuck? So, you know, you embrace all those moments, man. Definitely, man.
That's special.
Yeah, I knew Uncle Murda was a problem when he early on when he did his video walking through Queensbridge. Popping shit. I was like, yo.
And I'm glad you brought that up. See, like, sometimes people think, like, even with the wrap ups, right?
Yeah.
I tell people, I said, if a person been following me from back in the days, I've been doing shit like that. Like, it wasn't because of no fucking, like, man, Skillz. Granted, he did it. I know that's what, but I've been just doing that on my own type time, talking crazy, because I came from a place that I figured like this, man. I had real beef and things that I was going through. Grandmama dog got shot up, all types of shit. Like, niggas really banging. So at the time when I'm doing music, I'm going through all this shit. I'm like, you know what? I talk about everybody. I don't give a fuck. Because the shit I'm going through, I don't care. I got real life beef. Niggas is trying to take my head off. If one of these rap niggas entertain some shit I'm saying about these niggas, when you look at it, you thinking all these rappers is super lit. Rich, you thinking everybody got it. So, that's how you perceive it. Like, shit. I'm like, man, if I could get any one of these motherfuckers to say something about me, I'm lit. I'd rather be beefing with one of these niggas because I'm beefing with everybody else in my hood anyway. Sure. So fuck it. If I talk shit about these niggas and they say some shit about me, nigga, we lit, y'all. We out of here. So I was always on that time. This is a young mentality because we was young beefing with guys like 23, 24, 25, so older than us at the time. So it was like we didn't really have no OGs kind of raising us like that. If they was probably locked up or something. So we didn't really have no guys. So we was just a bunch of young niggas beefing with niggas that was older than us. And they was like, damn, we might die any day out this motherfucker. All right, fuck it. Merc know how to rap. I was good at rapping. Fuck it, rap. I talk shit about whoever, nigga. Let me just get on. Like, let somebody know this and want to fuck with this ignorant shit.
Hey, that's how somebody that you were signed with kind of got started.
Definitely.
That's what I was thinking. Just when you think about the evolution of how to rob.
Yeah,
definitely.
Shouts to D-Dot. How to rob, man.
It's great when I had my first meeting with Fifth, because Chris Lighty tried to get us to rock with each other from like way back. And you young, you feeling yourself, you thinking like, nah, 50 on some bullshit, because I was saying so much shit at the time. I said stuff about Fifth. It was just whatever. I'm saying things about everybody's favorite rapper to get some attention. And, now knowing 50, I know he was serious, because he came in to me and he said, yo, what's up, Murda? You want a record deal? And the first thing I said was, not from you, nigga. I'm on defense, because we in the conference room in Violator, and Chris Lighty don't even tell us 50's coming in. He don't even say, yo, we having a meeting with 50 Cent today. We just know we in the room waiting for Chris to come, and Fifth just pop in. What's up, nigga? You looking for a record deal? Nigga like, not from you, nigga. But nigga on defense. I'm like, I know I said shit about Fifth. I don't know what type of time this nigga on. And he said at the time, he go, yo, listen, Murda. I heard the shit you said. You know what I mean? I heard what you said about me.
That sound like Fifth said, like, point that out.
He said, you don't got a personal beef with me. He said, we don't even know each other. He said, I did the same thing. He said, so, yo, you ain't got to be like that. You know what I mean? So I did the same shit, nigga. I get it. I know what you're doing. Like, nigga, it's whatever. Nigga, I know where we come from. But I'm just so, when you young, defensive, and you feel like you got your little flame going on, you hot, I'm like, nah, I don't trust this nigga. And then I know he the same sign as me. I'm like, nah, Fifth on some bullshit. You know what I mean? He trying to be funny. He trying to make me feel like it's all good. He gonna do some bullshit to me. I'm like, I'm not fucking with this nigga. So I was so defensive at the meeting. It's crazy, by the end of the meeting, because Chris came in to me like, oh my God, the bad guys met. And the first thing Fifth said to Chris, he said, yeah, your man don't get it. And like, bro, he said that your man don't get it. He like, yeah, Chris like, oh, what happened? We still talking. And by the end of the meeting, Fifth like, all right, well, I'm out, man. And one of my man Cooch, I never forget, he ran out behind Fifth like, yo, man, Murda don't get it, man. You know what I mean? Yo, trust me, we can try to make it work. But at that time, Fifth was already, like, turned off. And I just remember him saying, like, what you think, Jay gonna come? Jay ain't gonna come. And then Jay wound up coming. You know what I'm saying? So I wound up doing the situation with Jay-Z.
That is crazy.
And then I read in the Fifth, I said, yeah, Jay came, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, all right, well, let's see how it work out. Let's see how it work out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right. Had the Brooklyn record and all that. So I'm feeling myself like, oh, yeah, fuck this nigga talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit popping, nigga. And then the Jay shit didn't work out, right? So then 50 called me to do a show at the Governor's Ball. He had some shit, Governor's Ball. I remember Chris Lighty said, yo, Fifth wants you to come perform. I was like, oh, word? He was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, all right. Because I ain't see Fifth after since I said, yeah, Jay came, nigga. I ain't see him since. So then I remember Chris like, yo, Fifth wants you to come do Governor's Ball. I'm like, well, that's dope. All right, shit. Hell yeah, I'll do that. So I remember all the artists, everybody going, and Fifth in the truck. Nobody even know. He was just in the truck watching everybody get on the boat and shit like that. So he had somebody come call me, yo, Murda. They're like, yo, come over here. Fifth wants you to come over here for a minute. I'm like, where? Like, right there. I'm like, oh, what? I go in the truck, jump in the back of the truck, Fifth in the front. He turned around. I go, yo, good looking for having me. He go, yeah. Yeah, how that J shit worked out, nigga. I'm like, oh, I told you, nigga. I'm like, yo, man. I said, yeah, I know, man. I fucked up. He like, yo, nah, it's all good. You know, we joked about that and shit. And then, he was actually, him and Chris Lighty was supposed to get a situation, or they was scheming or working on getting a situation at Def Jam. Then I just know he was genuine from there, because even if he made the joke, like, yeah, nigga, what happened with that Jason now, nigga, huh? And then he was like, yo, man, now if I get, if we work out the situation, I already told Chris we're gonna bring you aboard this, 10, and 3rd. So I'm like, yo, damn, this nigga really fuck with a nigga, man. And so when the situation came around again for us to work together, I just thought it was dope. And I'm
what was that, last year?
This is like, probably like
16, right?
2-3 years ago.
Okay.
So when the opportunity presented itself again, when Renee brought it up, like, yo, whoop-de-whoop, and I'm like, hell yeah, let's get it, man. And Fifth's just cooler than the motherfucker, man.
That is classic. When you really think about it, you think about how it's like you came. I don't want to say like you came back home, but it's like you came back to that situation.
With the whole Chris Lighty thing, definitely, and I get that vibe from over there, and
that don't happen for a lot.
Yeah, nah, it don't, and it's just like. It just feel good, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Fifth is a solid nigga, man. I ain't gonna front, straight solid, man.
Crazy.
He's a good dude, man. That's it. Yeah, and he's one of the craziest. I forgot who I was saying. Who else is him and someone else is one of the craziest and most fun people on Instagram. Now, what about the whole
Snoop is entertaining.
Oh, Snoop is entertaining like too. CHEA is crazy. Well, actually, Boozy.
Yeah,
that's who it is.
Yeah, he
it's
be
50
turned up,
and Boozy.
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you something. When he did that shit with the Kappas or whatever,
and
then he was like, he apologized. He's like, yo, if you could teach
He just got
me.
arrested for running down on Zimmerman.
Yeah, but he's out. He's out.
Yeah, in Walmart.
Shout out to Boosie. That's what I'm talking
Seen that
about.
nigga in Walmart.
Yo, Boosie.
I ain't even know that.
He jumped on him.
Yeah.
He hit him?
He tried to shoot the 5 with him and shit, and then I didn't read the whole thing, but they said that he got apprehended and they arrested him for it.
Yo, shout out to Bootsy, man.
In Florida.
He definitely in the rap-up.
Already in January?
Yeah,
the mid-season awards.
Definitely.
What do you mean?
That's the award right there, Bootsy. Salute.
Early season. So it brings us to today, and obviously we got the wrap-up out. You know,
Don't Come Outside.
And Don't Come Outside.
Volume 2 out now, featuring Benny the Butcher.
Yo, these Buffalo kids.
Conway, Styles P, Tory Lanez, Dave East, Q Bands, the rest of Sean, Aviator Keys. Out now.
Talk to me about Griselda. Talk to me about Benny the Butcher and all these. Like it's gritty, man. It's
definitely, man. It's
good to see it.
Yeah, man. Hell, you know that sound wasn't around for a while. Or you know what? I'm not gonna say it wasn't around. It wasn't getting highlighted.
Absolutely.
Or people wasn't appreciating it. So I just think what they doing is dope, bringing it back to the forefront. They stayed in their own lane and they just was consistent with it. And people that was looking for that really appreciating them and appreciating that. And I like how it's spreading out. I like how they gain more awareness of it and, you know, bringing attention back to some real rap shit. It's all good. It's dope,
some real gutter shit.
Yeah, definitely, man.
That's coming out on Empire, right? Oh, it's out on Empire.
Yeah, it's out on Empire, definitely.
Are they taking care of you?
Of course, man. Shout out to the whole Empire.
Yeah.
Guys in Nemo, those my guys, man.
What do you mean? They're taking care of Brooklyn Chop House.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
All the fucking dumplings
shout out
are
to
on the house.
family over there at Empire. Bobby, what up?
Yo, Casanova, man. Yo, the camaraderie you have between each other on social is fucking funny. You know, I'm proud of him too, man.
Nah,
you know,
definitely, man.
I'm proud. You know, I'm proud too. I'm gonna tell you because you could change. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have people could respect you for who you are, but you don't have to like. You know what I'm saying? Like murder. Like we don't want you behind bars. We want you out here.
Definitely,
you know what I mean?
Man. Definitely.
And I like seeing both of y'all go back.
Yeah.
It's funny, man. You know.
Yeah, Casanova's a good guy, man. You know, like. He can't fuck with me on no rap shit and all that.
So Brooklyn.
But I love what he's doing, man. I love his energy. I love his hustle, and I think he's dope for the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think like what he brings, he's very entertaining, man. He always like bringing energy in the room. That's one thing I get at guy, man. So it been times I've been down. Sometimes I think people don't even know I've been like, you know, not even down. Just might not be like. you know, you might not be in the mood for certain shit. Sometimes you're just there.
Sure.
And this guy always comes around with a bunch of energy, just uplifting the whole motherfucking room and uplifting the nigga certain times. So definitely shout out to him and everything he doing, man.
You need that, man. You need that.
Definitely, man.
You know, Empire. So you over that Empire, and we're 50, right?
Definitely,
Okay.
man.
Tour. You said the tour is possible coming up or London. You said.
Yeah, I think Fifth working on another tour. So, yeah, I got something I'm about to do actually in London. Shout out to them for booking your boy.
CHEA.
And yeah, but I know Fifth scheming on another tour right quick. So I definitely can't wait to get back on the road and go do that.
I want to see Uncle Murda on the big screen.
I think that's happening.
I had one movie out. Fifth put me in a movie with Bruce Willis and Frank Grillo. They killed me in about 5 minutes. I had about 5-7 minutes.
I want to see you on Power, like the next.
Yeah, I gotta, you know, I still, you know, things ain't just easy, and I don't be looking just for no handouts neither. So
course,
I know I got to get my shit together. So when I do come press for the favor, all my shit is straight.
Right.
I don't want no handouts. I don't do that with Fifth. None of that.
Let's be clear too. And I like the way, and I think the same way too. You know, you don't want handouts, and you're working. But when you live a certain lifestyle, meaning when you move,
think it's easy, you can just do it like that. Yeah, but you still, you know,
it's a process.
Of course, and you don't. Nobody wanna. I'm not here to just be trying to skip or jump. So I understand. Work cool, no problem.
Yeah,
I make it make sense, but I'm definitely trying to get myself in the
man, I would love it.
On one of these shows, you know, ABC got coming out, the new show coming on ABC for life,
yeah.
And all that. So yeah, definitely the BMF shit coming out. You know what I mean? The Power Part 2 whole sequel shit, everything going on. So I'm definitely, hopefully I get to kill Method Man or something. Shout out to my guy Meth. I see he just hooked up with Mary.
2 shots.
Yeah. Hopefully I get to be in this shit and me and Meth get it on and I come out victorious. And my name be out there more.
You know what?
Bigger.
You like the if rap had like an Avengers, like the Marvel shit, like Murda's like the villain, but like there's some other villain somewhere else. So he'll fuck with the good guy just to defeat the villain. But he also like, I'm going to fuck y'all up too, though, after we win.
Exactly.
I'm going to come back and fuck y'all up.
I take that. I'm hip-hop's bad guy. The villain.
There you go. Well, hip-hop's
bad guy, good guy.
Yeah, bad guy, good guy. It's all good.
Now, you live in the suburbs? Did you change
I'm in a quiet spot, man. I'm where, like, you know, not too many people's that I like to.
I like that shit. I did that same type of thing. You know, I got a Wawa next to me.
I talk crazy out here.
I got deer on my lawn.
Motherfuckers came like, yeah, that nigga's right there. Gotta be a little low.
You know, the shit is definitely different when you live. You know, I don't know if I could have grew up in the suburbs. You know, not that I had a choice, but I think about it.
Definitely.
But you know, now I like it. Like I tell people, I grew up. It was like crackheads outside the buildings
Definitely.
that we lived in. Now I got deer like outside.
Now
my
you
lawn.
appreciate change of environment as you get when you go through certain things and you go, you know what? Yeah, I can appreciate this a lot.
I think when you get older, like you know, you don't
not
want
growing up like that. I think, you know, I love all my experiences growing up, man, good or bad.
It made you who you are today.
I love them. It's all good.
And I'll be honest with you too, man. You need to sometimes, unfortunately, go through things to make you want to make the changes or to realize, like, nah, I really didn't like the way that rolled out.
Nah, definitely.
I can make it better.
Definitely.
And unfortunately, sometimes the only real life experience is it happening.
Yeah, you got to go through it. Got to go through it, man.
Now, who do you you know, we got this project, but is there other people you're working with, like you want to work with, like, you know, is there people you're listening to? You know, I want, you know, somebody like Uncle Murda. You know, I feel like is you know, definitely always like out there radio wise, underground wise, but more so like, you know, I don't know if people really know like who you listening to, and who you want to work with.
Right now, I honestly like certain people I want to work with that I didn't get to work with yet. I want to work with Nas. I'm trying to get something with Nas.
Bonkers.
I would love to work with Rihanna. So I want just different kind of thing. I would just do something crazy with Riri, man. I want to do like some dope record, man. I don't know. I like a lot of the young boys right now. I like what the young boys is doing in the town. Me and TJ got a couple records. That's about to drop one of those. Me and him got a couple of joints.
Shouts to TJ.
Yeah, definitely, man. But as far as people I want to work with, I really want to get something in with Nas, and I really want to get something in with Rihanna, man. But I like what all the young boys is doing. I'm definitely trying to get records in with all the young guys from New York, man. You know, shout out to Chef G and Sleepy Hollow. They part of the family. Yeah, they part of the whole family. Though. That's family right there. They with the crew.
No, where's Lloyd Banks, man?
Shout out to my guy Lloyd Bizanks, man. Yeah, we overdue too, man.
Blue Hef
chopping it up. Blue Hef, he got a bunch of music, man. He about to he figuring out some things, but he got a bunch of music he actually about to put out as well, man. Definitely. Shout out to Banks.
Listen, man, you know, I'm proud for the release. Internets, go support Uncle Murda. Support him in everything he does. You know, support him in the wrap up. Support him when he's on tour. Support him with projects he puts out. And more importantly, like I said, learn. A lot of people can learn from you, man.
Yeah, man. You know, just stay focused, man. Don't let the situations that you in make you feel like you can't get out of it, and you know, make something of yourself, man, and push forward, man. Don't get too down where you don't make things happen, man. Always strive for the best, man.
There you go. And also, Uncle Murda's a jacket aficionado. I've been seeing
shout out
some
to
crazy...
my guy Derucci, man.
Yeah, Derucci. Who's an Italian guy?
No, he's not Italian, man. It sound kind of Italian. I'm gonna let him know that though, man.
Hey, listen, you know, we gonna get a Italian jacket. I'm gonna go in there and get a red, white, and green motherfucker. Listen, Uncle Murda on Instagram. Like I said, follow him. Check out the new project.
Definitely, man.
Say what's up and keep it woo 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 woo.
Woo 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 woo.
Uncle
Don't
Murda.
Come Outside Volume 2 out now. Go get that,
Love,
man.
brother.
You already know. Love, my guy.
All right, peace.